Okay, hi. Today we're going to be talking about the Poweramp PR Series hydraulic dock leveler that sets the bar in the industry for structural superiority, with sizes ranging from a 6x6 up to 7x12 and beyond. Capacities ranging from 30,000 pounds all the way up to 120,000 pounds and beyond. The Poweramp PR Series hydraulic leveler is the most structural dock leveler in the industry, using a combination of seat channels and I-beams at the lowest capacity, with the sizes and thicknesses raising as you raise in capacity. So what we're going to do is run the leveler and show you the operation. We'll look underneath and show you some of the components. Okay, so for the purpose of this demonstration, this represents the back of the truck. The leveler is currently in the resting building. The leveler is an extension of your floor in the warehouse. So right now the lip is in the lip keepers. These are the bumpers that the truck would back into. The operator simply comes up and holds the raise button, and the leveler raises. Once it's in the upright position, the lip is going to extend, and they take their finger off and the leveler rests, gently descends into the back of the truck. This is a fully hydraulic dock leveler, which means there's a main hoist cylinder and there's also a secondary lip cylinder, so it's fully hydraulic. Now that the leveler is in the back of the truck, you can now begin safe loading or unloading of product. Now we're going to raise the leveler up and we'll take a look at what's underneath. So now that the leveler is in the raised position, we can see some of the features that make this product unique. Number one, you see the structural steel underneath the leveler. We use a combination of seat channels and I-beams underneath the PR leveler, starting at the lowest capacity and then increasing in size to the highest capacity. A dock leveler is essentially a bridge bridging the gap from the building to the truck that you're loading into. So you want to make sure that that bridge is as strong as possible. So we use structural steel, I-beam, seat channels in the majority of our levelers. On the PR leveler, it's exclusively used. Now you'll see the hydraulic reservoir underneath the platform of the leveler. So we take it from the frame and put it underneath the platform to take it away from the frame and make it a lot easier to clean out underneath the leveler. You can get a broom or an air wand or whatever means you use to clean in there a lot easier. We also locate it under the platform, so the fluid logic block, which is the mechanical device to transmit hydraulic fluid from the hoist cylinder to the lip cylinder, we can now locate that right underneath the deck plate. So we put an inspection plate on the deck of the leveler to allow maintenance personnel to have access to the logic block and the hydraulic reservoir from inside the building. This dramatically cuts down on the time it takes to check fluid levels and do your visual inspection. For confined space requirements now, you no longer have to have someone get underneath to change hydraulic fluid or check the oil. It can simply be done from inside the building on top of the deck. It also, for cold storage purposes, allows you to not have to open your door to raise the leveler to check those fluids. So it's a very value-added feature of this leveler that comes standard. You'll also notice the folding and locking toe guards, just a lot more robust design, able to withstand a lot more force than your traditional folding plates. That's the industry standard. So this comes standard with the PR dock leveler. Also, the lip cylinder is a self-retracting lip cylinder, so when the lip is in the back of the truck, that lip cylinder comes back and is protected underneath the deck of the leveler. So every time a forklift comes by, it doesn't feel that bump of the forklift hitting the front of the lip. Again, that lip cylinder is protected underneath the leveler. And if a truck were ever to depart early, the leveler would simply go to the back to its resting position with the lip in the lip keepers, as long as that leveler was slightly above dock. Okay, some of the other features on this dock leveler, we use a four-sided box construction. So we have a front header, the rear header, and then also two structural members on each side of the dock leveler, which allows us to distribute the weight a lot better for cross-traffic flow through your warehouse across the leveler when it's in the stored position. Then also when a forklift backs up and possibly cuts that corner short in the back, it just allows us to distribute that weight better, a lot less wear and tear on the side members of the dock leveler. We also have between 5 and 7 rear supports in the back. The most stressful parts of a leveler are the rear hinge and the front hinge. So we're going to make sure that that's as beefy as possible. So we have a full width hinge pin in the front with a piano style hinge and 3 9-inch rear hinge pins, giving a total rear hinge support of 27 inches. So we want to make sure that's as beefy as possible. The safeties on a hydraulic leveler, we have a tamper-proof velocity fuse. So the velocity fuse is actually embedded into the hoist cylinder. So what that means is you're not allowed to remove it, or it can't be tampered with or damaged. It's integral to the lift cylinder. And then also when a truck departs, that velocity fuse doesn't allow that leveler to drop more than 3 inches when a truck takes off in an early departure situation. So the hydraulic dock leveler is the safest dock leveler on the market. Another feature of the PR series dock leveler is the Lanyard Control. That's located on the deck plate of the leveler. This allows an operator to control leveler movement and lip movement from the top of the platform with a simple pull of a lanyard. This allows them to save time from having to go to the control panel and have everything they need on top of the deck. Okay, because this is a hydraulic leveler, there's other options available as well, such as a safety barrier lip, different lip sizes, lip out buttons, emergency stop buttons, any other electrical features that you can think of can be incorporated into a hydraulic dock leveler. Because it is powered, you can also interlock it with other devices such as overhead doors, truck safety restraints that you see here. This leveler is paired with a power hook truck restraint. Because we use that cookpot hydraulic design in the fluid logic block, we're also able to run hydraulic restraints off the same power pack as the leveler itself, so it cuts down on the number of pump motors you need when you have a hydraulic dock leveler and a hydraulic truck restraint.